day number 1 of... What should we call this? I said Road to Nova for my Nova trip, but this isn't Nova. This is Ardacon.
Plane to Ardacon?
I don't know. Journey to Ardacon? Something. We'll figure something out throughout our week here. But just thought I'd start up a hobby vlog. I got Antonio here. He's one of the Canadians that will be here for the Ardacon tournament at the end of this week. And I'm just going to sort of vlog ourselves going through the days. So we got ourselves set up in our apartment. Maybe had a little bit of a snooze fest because it was a long flight.
It was a very long flight.
And I didn't get much sleep. Like I think I was up. I think. Did you caught that, right?
I did.
Okay. That's how tired I am. I think. Yeah, it was something like 24 plus hours straight.
Something like that.
You know, then little cat naps on the flight. I was done.
And then a lot of walking.
Waiting for 3 o'clock to come, London time, Greenwich, I guess.
Yeah.
Before we could actually get into our apartment. Oh, we were done. So showered and crashed. We're just actually about to go grab a bite to eat, sort of explore around some more, and then we're gonna go on a tour. What tour are we going on?
Jack the Ripper.
The Jack the Ripper tour. We had 2 people suggest this to me. Steven, a guy that plays Marvel and Batman. He's one of the sidekicks for Knights models in the Toronto area, as well as Jericho Jackson, who you guys, anybody that's involved in the scene with the GBHL scene will probably seen him, or the New Zealand scene and stuff like that. And so he also suggested this tour, so we booked it. It was pretty cheap, but it seems pretty interesting. So we're just gonna go grab a bite to eat and do that tour, and we'll come back later. Awesome. We actually just made it back from our Jack the Ripper tour.
Very interesting.
Dude, it was like 2.5 hours long almost. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, quite a bit of walking, some interesting stories, very gruesome.
Very gruesome pictures, and some interesting people.
Yeah. Interesting lad who probably had too much to drink tonight.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Pink all over his face. I don't know if he was trying to be a clown or what. But
what did he say his favorite food was? Salt and vinegar chips and marmalade?
And marmalade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'll be trying that anytime soon. But yeah, no, it was a really good tour, you know, and for like £10, well, £12. So like for us, it's like $20, not even $20 Canadian. You know, well, actually it'd be about 21 actually.
Something
I think
like
and change.
that,
But it was well worth it. It was informative. It took us around the different parts of the Whitechapel area of London, where the Jack the Ripper murders happened. Showed us a lot of the historical sites, and a lot of buildings are still standing because, well, they're so old, like 1700s.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Over 200 years. I think 300. He's
yeah,
saying.
yeah. And then he actually showed us pictures of like the actual.
Yeah, actual crime
scene photos of the murders of some of them, and like or the postmortem and stuff like that. Yeah. Pictures. One was a crime scene picture.
Yeah.
And that was the most brutal one, I think,
very
out of all of them. So, but no, the tour is really, 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 really good. We're just sort of now starting to lay low and rest for the night because it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Shortly thereafter, and we're both tired.
We haven't got much sleep in the past like 2 days.
No, we'll sleep later on the plane ride home, most likely. I think for the plan for the rest of this week, tomorrow we're going to be doing some sort of meandering around London. Probably hitting up the archives. I want to do some research myself on my family and that came from the London area. And then tomorrow night we're going to go meet Damian and Tom.
That sounds exciting. I'm excited.
I've met them obviously and hung out with them before, but Antonio here hasn't. And we're gonna do some filming with them. So stay tuned for that. If this is out before they put out the Planeteer,
you'll have to do some serious editing then to make sure this comes.
I think actually theirs will be out first. So because I'm not gonna do anything until I get back, right? So theirs will be out first before ours. But yeah, so we're going to do some filming with the Planeteer and that with them tomorrow, which should already be posted on their channel by the time we get home, I think. And then yeah, Ardacon. Well, we got Wednesday, which we're gonna hang around and sightsee and stuff like that. And then Thursday, probably just finish off London, head up to Manchester for Ardacon on Friday.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be exciting.
I think we're gonna do some Warhammer World stuff.
Yeah, do some of that in the morning.
So on Friday, and then go to the Ardacon Friday night.
Yep, for I think it's Chaos and Arda.
Chaos. That's right. So that's 400 points. One faction selection. What did you choose for? Do you have?
I have Arnor.
Yeah. Okay. And I have Radagast Alliance for Chaos and Arda. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then Saturday is the beginning of the singles.
Yep.
Which I'm playing a mixture of basically good Hobbit armies, so Radagast Alliance, White Council, and Thranduil's Halls.
I have basically, I guess, just Arnor with, I guess, some Fellowship and White Council.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And then that will carry over into Sunday, and then Sunday we'll also be doing the doubles, which our teams are 100% bow limits. Yay. But no magic. So, but, you know, we got, 350 points each, right? So it's, I'm taking Rivendell Knights, and Antonio here is taking... Arnor. That is his theme for this whole tournament. But it means he has to not bring lots of models. So that's our plans. We're going to come back tomorrow with more filming and stuff like that with our hobby vlog for Ardacon. Day 2 has come and gone. Antonio and I, we've went out and checked out the London archives today. Did a lot of research and stuff like that.
I didn't find much.
Yeah, it's true, actually. I did the research. He slept. No, seriously.
I tried looking.
Yeah. So we started the day off just sort of relaxing, not really doing much of anything. We went to the archives. I did a lot of research just because, well, my family's originally from this area. And our plan tonight was to actually get together with Damian and Tom and do dinner and get together and who knows what else. Maybe a Planeteer. We'll have to wait and see. So I'll let you go for now, and we'll come back later. Day 2 continues, and I got a guest. Hey, actually 2. Look at that. So I'm here at, I guess this is SBG, Planeteer, home of everything.
SBG Towers.
Yeah.
The Planeteer Studio.
That home here. Been graciously invited over by Damian, and thank you very much for having us.
No problem at all.
That's great. So, yeah, this is kind of eerie, you know what I mean? Like, it's excitable. And it's literally, like, the sofa, the room, and I'm, like, drooling, salivating.
People normally say it's smaller than it looks. That's the normal thing, the room's smaller than I think.
But it's what you make out of it, right? So, yeah, we've been spending the night so far over here doing going to be doing some filming.
Going to be on the Planeteer, but not on the sofa, because there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it downstairs.
We can bring the sofa downstairs. I think somebody might kill us.
I think Emma might kick off.
Yeah. So, and, but yeah, no, I'm going to show off some works that I would love to have. Yeah, maybe I might get 1 or 2 converted eventually. Who knows? But Damian has his display case with a lot of the material from the SBG Magazine 3. So if you don't have it, which if you're watching this, you probably do already have it.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm hoping so.
What have you been doing with your life?
That's right. Nothing. Because nothing is worth it. You know, nothing is. No, not in comparison. So, but I'm going to show you off some of the models, stuff like that, and we'll come back very, very soon. Well, like I said, I was salivating. This is some of the dwarves and terrain here that you have, that Damian has from issue 2. So why don't you walk us through there, if you don't mind?
Yeah, so the terrain on that is just one of the hills that was made by Mr. Rick Fryer.
Yeah.
He made us the Azanalbazar board, so there's a lot of that, but most of it's in storage.
Yeah.
And then the army is my dwarf army.
Nice.
So you've got, I think there's about 6 Grimhammers down the front.
Yeah.
And then all the other guys are conversions. So I think that comes in.
That will focus. Right. There it is.
So they're all Grimhammers converted to either have
awesome.
axes and shields, or what's a decent one? He's pretty cool. Or spears and shields.
That is awesome.
Something like that. So
Yeah.
that was done. This is quite an old project now. That was done. So the whole, basically, to give the whole army a kind of unified armoured aesthetic. So
Yeah.
I didn't like the Warriors variable.
No.
And then down the front, you've got all the heroes.
Yeah.
So you've got Barlin, who's converted to have an axe so that I could use him as the meteor profile,
Yeah.
essentially. Then Thror,
Yeah.
Thorin, Thrain, and Dwalin. And in the middle up there, there's a kind of ropey Thorin on pony conversion I did a while back. It doesn't really fit in, but
it fits in.
that's where it goes.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then up above, we got some more stuff, which if you don't have SBG Magazine 3,
Yeah.
you go out and get it, because you'll
Absolutely.
see all this here. So, we got what? We got the White Council,
Yeah.
and then the converted Witch King and his other 8 ring race, and then the Necromancer in the back there and stuff. So
Basically, the White Council and some extra dudes facing off against the Necromancer and some
Yeah.
extra dudes.
And so who was doing all the conversion work again? It was...
So the ring race down the front, the 9 ring race, they're
Yeah.
converted to look like the kind of Hobbit aesthetic, are all done by Matt Davis,
Yeah.
who's Generation Shift.
Okay.
And they're also on his bases, so you might want to fancy some really cool custom bases.
I do.
Actually snip around this one. This isn't finished, but they look like this. This is
That's
his
looking
Forgotten Dungeon ones.
Nice. I have some of
Well, that-
his basic cobblestone bases.
The Broken White City, is it? White
I
City,
believe
yeah.
so, yeah. They're the
Um,
first ones I saw from him.
Yeah,
So,
very cool stuff.
and then, so they were great for a Gondor themed army. So, and then up
So
here.
that's his. He converted those.
Yeah.
And then up there at the back, you've got the Necromancer that was custom sculpted by Dave Fredericks, who's Flame, Shadow and Flame.
Yep.
And then it was painted by Kev Lawrence, who is Shadow of Shadow and Flame. And he, Kev, also made this this monstrosity that he calls a display base. He said, "Can you make us a display base?" We actually, you know this,
Yeah.
this prize from Nova.
Here, I'll show
We'd
that off.
seen this before,
Yeah.
and essentially said, "Can you make something like that?" And I don't know if you noticed, but part of their stipulation was that's on a 40mm base,
Yep.
and so
So
we
it's
said
still-
something like that. We asked for. I was like,
And you
"Oh,
got
it
something.
doesn't have to be a 40mm base."
And you got something
And he
like
went,
that.
"All right, I'll make it a bit bigger," and then he made that.
I would say that's a
So
wee
it's
bit
a bit
bigger.
bigger than
A wee
40mm
bit bigger,
base,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
but
there's a few other bits in there. You got like Bayon in there, and
Yeah.
some all the wizards on horses, and
all the cages. I love the cages, by the way. The cages are
Yeah, from
great in the
Steve.
back. So,
Yeah.
so they
Steve
are
Crow made
great.
them.
So,
Top
And-
Table War Game,
yeah.
and the Spider Queen,
And the Spider Queen there.
versions up
That is great. So that is some of the stuff from SBG Magazine 2 and 3. So we'll be back later on. Maybe not in this video so much, but maybe in another one. So if it's not out, stay tuned. But it'll probably be out by the time this one comes out. So.
Awesome.
What? This is for Ardacon, not Marvel.
Well, I just do a shout out.
World War Marvel. There you go. Or just Marvel, if you didn't want to include my awesome
That's it.
segment / battle reports.
Yeah.
Anyhow, end of day... What day are we on? 2? This is only day 2 of being here.
Yeah, today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Day 2 has came to a close. We just got back. It's like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Actually, like 20 to 1 their time. So like it back home, it'd be like friggin'
5 hours
7:40.
earlier?
Yeah, 7:40 at night. We just got back. We spent the night filming with Damian and Tom, and that was a blast.
Yeah,
We-
lots of fun.
We had dinner with them, had some fish and chips, and the fry putty or buddy
Fry Bati?
butty, yeah, Butty.
I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
too
I'm
sure.
pretty sure that's what they're saying.
But
Yeah, it was,
bread, butter, French fries,
and that's
all in a bun.
yeah. Well, I threw ketchup and pepper on
Yeah.
mine because I could, I guess, but it was unique.
And they thought poutine was totally crazy.
Poutine's normal. If you don't know what poutine is, go Google it. Get some gravy, get some French fries, and get some cheese curds. You can use grated cheese, but cheese curds are just that much better. Try it out. But yeah, so today's coming to a close. Tomorrow is going to be day 3. We're going to be starting that off by packing up some of our stuff and shipping it over to a new apartment. We just got to switch it up because we extended our stay in the London side of things so we could see more stuff. Just because
Yeah.
with visiting everybody
Yeah.
and getting together and that, like, we wouldn't have had time to do much of anything.
Not
like
at all.
it was like a whirlwind trip down here in London, and like it makes me want to come back because there's gonna be so much more to do, plus see people, which will be awesome. So tomorrow it's gonna be going, dropping our stuff off, having breakfast before we do that, and then hitting the sites. So that will be the key thing. I know you wanted to see a statue of Boudica.
Yeah, statue of Boudica.
I want to see the Tower of London and just the big historical sites like that myself. There's a Roman wall around here somewhere, and this dude back here, if you can't tell by that face, he might have some Italian genetics in him. So we might find any Roman sort of stuff that we can here.
Probably rebuild it or something.
And retake over England. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what's going to happen.
In this little place right here.
Yeah. Well, the Canadian invasion's already started.
That's it.
Just look at the Facebook posts from Damian himself. So I'm just saying, he called it, not me. I'm not using that terminology. So we're going to look at sites like that, and then tomorrow night, going to meet up again with Damian and Tom and everybody else for a nice dinner and pub.
Dinner, curry, I think.
Yeah, and a pub before that at 10 Bells. 10 Bells, yeah.
Yeah, I think a bell for each beer.
Yeah, so there might be about 10 of those. Yeah. And then dinner after that.
Yeah,
who knows?
Followed by maybe more beer.
Probably. Yeah. But that's why we got the extra night. Let's be honest. Then after that, we'll be crashing, sleeping, packing up, and going all the way up to Manchester, and
it's going to be an interesting ride to get up there. And
maybe see any sights too on Thursday before we leave that we want to see again. And we'll see what happens. But until then, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and ignite your hobby.